There could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer. I mean, Ice Cube was about to give her $5 million to play in less than 10 games in the Big Three. So the money is there, and if these owners are smart with it, I could definitely see more WNBA players going overseas and possibly not returning.
In a recent turn of events, Caitlin could be changing her mind about moving to Europe. This is after she originally said she was going to take a break from basketball.
Basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened.
Caitlin could be tempted by a move to play in Europe since they're offering a lot of money over there.
Abby is already in Istanbul, where she will be playing for the offseason. And from the sounds of this interview, it seems like she's probably going to make more money overseas in EuroLeague than she did during this WNBA season.
After the treatment Caitlin has received from the WNBA, now their viewership has taken a tumble. It would be the icing on the cake if Caitlin decided this was best for her career.
They were going to load up against better competition, and she played an entire college basketball season, and she didn't play well. And I said at the time, she didn't deserve to be on the Olympic team. And at the time, I felt that.
Caitlin since went on to have a great season, breaking records left, right, and center, and now the WNBA are screaming for her back. Since Caitlin left, viewership has not been the same. In fact, they have been terribly low. And with Caitlin potentially moving to the EuroLeague, this could potentially be the end of the WNBA. Caitlin's Rookie of the Year win got leaked on Twitter more than a week ago, and still no official WNBA announcement. Nike, who allegedly gave Caitlin this amazing deal, well, they have cut her off too. They haven't posted about her in months. The hate is honestly crazy. Caitlin needs to leave as soon as possible. World of basketball. Few names have risen to stardom as quickly and as prominently as Caitlin Clark, WNBA's Rookie of the Year. Clark has electrified fans at every level of the game. However, despite the fame and accolades that have come her way, there's growing speculation that Caitlin Clark could be tempted by a move to the Women's EuroLeague. Europe offers not only lucrative paychecks, but also a different basketball culture that might appeal to a player like Clark, who has faced challenges in the WNBA. Could Europe be the next chapter in her already storied career? Today, we'll dive into Caitlin's incredible journey, the hurdles she's encountered in the WNBA, and the possibility of a move overseas that could reshape her basketball legacy.
The WNBA has been a mess this year. It has been so unprofessional, and they need to step it up, and they need to step it up quick. And they also need to, I don't know if an apology is warranted to Caitlin Clark, or they just need to, in general, do better.
Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA has been undeniable. She's drawn new fans to the league, and her ability to create those. While Moments has made her must-see TV, the WNBA didn't just find a talented player in Caitlin Clark, they found a star with that rare it factor that elevates the entire game. Yet, despite her undeniable success, Caitlin Clark has faced her fair share of challenges in the WNBA. One of the biggest hurdles has been the league's physicality. Night after night, Caitlin has been subjected to constant pushing, shoving, and aggressive play from opponents, who see her as the biggest threat on the court. It's no secret that opposing teams often target her, knowing that if they can slow her down or get under her skin, they might have a chance to win. But what's even more frustrating for Caitlin and for her fans is how frequently these players seem to get away with overly physical tactics. Due to inconsistent officiating or simply the burden of being a star, Caitlin has had to endure a level of rough treatment that many feel is unjust. The constant hits and fouls that go unnoticed only add to her frustration, making her wonder if she's truly being protected as a top player in the league. And then there's the issue of money.
Victor Wembanyama, who was, an NBA star coming into the league, he just finished up his rookie season. He's going into his next. If you look at his rookie salary, which was around $55 million for 4 years, and then you look at Caitlin Clark's $300 and I think it was $38,000.
Despite being the face of the WNBA and one of the most exciting talents in the game, Caitlin's paycheck is nowhere near what she deserves. Compared to her male counterparts in the NBA or even players in international women's leagues, Caitlin's salary is shockingly low. While she's lighting up the court and bringing in new fans, her compensation falls far short of reflecting her value. In contrast, European clubs in leagues like the women's.
The response of folks that don't think she is praised enough and she is above reproach in terms of criticism, or that praising another player is an affront to her, is like, whoa, bro. Like, also, like, you're in my mentions talking about women's basketball. I've never ever seen you before in my life. Like,
for Caitlin, it's a frustrating reality. She's put in the work, become the face of the league, and continues to deliver game-changing performances. Yet her financial compensation doesn't match her contribution when it comes to the WNBA salary. Europe's women's basketball leagues, particularly the EuroLeague, have experienced significant growth in recent years. Not only are the players paid better, but they're also treated like the superstars they are. With packed arenas, passionate fans, and intense rivalries, the atmosphere is electric, and the support for women's basketball in Europe often feels more enthusiastic and widespread than in the WNBA. For a player like Caitlin Clark, this could be incredibly appealing. What may have started as a simple trip to Europe to take a break from basketball and recharge after a demanding WNBA season could evolve into something more, experiencing the respect and appreciation European leagues offer their players, along with the financial benefits, could easily tempt someone who has, at times, felt underappreciated in the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark, it seems like this entire season, she was the solution for so many things, but so many players, coaches, media people, so many people were also painting her out to be the problem. She could never do enough. She could never speak out enough. Her fans were the issue. Fever fans were the issue.
Though Caitlin initially planned to take some time off from basketball, she's been open about her competitive nature. In fact, she's mentioned that she'd likely get bored quickly without the game. After all, Caitlin is a player driven by her love for basketball and an insatiable desire to compete. The idea of picking up a basketball again, but this time in Europe, where she could be better compensated and treated with the respect a star of her caliber deserves, must be in the back of her mind.
Game 1 of the playoffs, the Fever had nearly 2 million viewers tuning in, while all the other games had around 400,000. Even the WNBA Countdown, which was aired before the Indiana Fever game, had more viewers than 2 of the series.
Imagine the headlines: Caitlin Clark signs with a top EuroLeague team. The ripple effect would be immediate, and the impact on the European basketball scene would be seismic. Fans from across Europe would flock to arenas just for the chance to see her in action. The ratings for EuroLeague games featuring Clark would skyrocket, and her signing could even attract sponsors and media attention that had previously been absent from women's basketball in the region. But what about the WNBA? If Caitlin were to leave, it would be more than just a loss for her team. It would be a catastrophic blow to the entire league. Caitlin is one of the league's biggest stars, and her name alone has drawn new fans to the WNBA. Her ability to bring excitement and boost ratings has been pivotal in the league's growth. Without her, the WNBA would likely face a significant decline in viewership.
Have somebody that's come along, who, by the way, I'm going to go there, who happens to be white, and brought a level of attention and allure to the sport it had not received before. And what we were seeing from an abundance of folks appeared to be resentment.
The league has long struggled to achieve the same level of recognition and media attention as the NBA. And losing a marquee player like Caitlin Clark would be devastating. There's no doubt that Caitlin's presence has a direct impact on ticket sales, merchandise revenue, and television ratings. If she were to leave for Europe, those numbers could take a sharp nosedive, leaving the WNBA scrambling to fill the void left by their brightest star.
That's exactly what I'm saying, because I think it makes a mockery of the women's game. If the focus on, now we just have to have people because of marketing and their attention, and they're not as talented, we're not putting the best team out there.
For the WNBA, Caitlin Clark's potential move to Europe should serve as a serious wake-up call. If the league hopes to keep its brightest star, it must start treating her better. This isn't solely about money, though financial compensation is undoubtedly a significant part of the equation. More than anything, it's about respect and creating an environment where star players like Caitlin feel truly valued, not just for their exceptional talent on the court, but for the excitement, attention, and revenue they bring to the league. Though Caitlin has proven time and again that she can handle the pressure, physicality, and attention that comes with being